From the home of the Tigers since 2000, Comerica Park here in the Motor City, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers and the Detroit Tigers. Joined by my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. Biggest story coming into this one is what he's been able to do at the plate recently. Absolutely on fire, Singy.
Yeah, he's been terrific, Boog. Has really made this a dangerous team. His bat's been lethal of late, and it's opening up a lot of opportunities for his teammates, too.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. And taking the ball for Detroit, Justin Verlander. And his strikeouts.
Yeah, Boogie's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
About to get... Moran makes the catch. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back, and for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Verlander, over 200 career wins. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Swings through that. Just underway here in Detroit. That's off the mark. 3-2 now. Good job to fight that one off.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Line drive. Beerland takes it in for the out. That's out number 2. 2 down, bases empty. Jake Bauers up now for the Brewers. Bauers launched a homer in his most recent game. And first offering is fouled off. That one fouled off. Two down, nobody on.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Bauers checks his swing. Appeal down to third. Did not go. 1-2 now. Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. The Tigers coming up. No score. You're dialed into the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And taking the ball for Milwaukee, Kyle Harrison. What do you got on him, Chris?
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
Gleyber Torres up now for the Tigers. Tries to hold up, appeal to first, no swing. Good take by Torres.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
But when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard.
Here's your 1. And it finds its way through for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Stepping in, Colt Keith. Outside low, and that's ball 1. Just a slow ground ball this time. Spin throw, that's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Wenzel Perez. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Runners in third, in to score.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Really nice job staying inside with his hands to fight off that pitch. Man, that cutter was bearing in on him, but he found a way to stay with his...
There's 1. Over to first, safe. Zach McKinstry will hit next. Hitless yesterday as they only pushed across 1 run. And that one fouled off.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Struck him out. Inning over, and it could have been worse. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. We move on to the second here at on now to the top half of inning number 2. Here's Gary Sanchez now. Top 5 in home runs in the league. And his taters don't just leave the yard, they leave the conversation.
Yeah, it's like there's a swing and see you tomorrow.
Statcast doesn't even flinch anymore. Just shrugs and says, yeah, that tracks.
You know, Boog, if he parks 1 more into the upper deck, they're going to name the seat after him.
Now 1 missed. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 1 gone here.
Just a great slider right there. And I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there, excellent execution, and it finished up in a perfect spot.
Upstairs, Mitchell with some nice production in his last game. 4 runs batted in. Next pitch is inside, and that's ball 2.
Love seeing someone drive in a bunch of runs like he did, Boog. Doing that consistently lets your teammates know they can count on you to come through when the team needs it most.
Slings to first in time. Next for Milwaukee, Luis Rengifo. Hit on the ground to short. Baez. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Back here in Detroit. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Jake Rogers. And a foul ball. The 0-1.
We may see some hitters and pitchers asking him where the pitch was here.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Makes the catch up against the wall. Forced to cover a lot of ground to make the play over there, Chris. Statcast shows us what a challenge it was just to get to that ball.
Yeah, he covered more than 110 feet before hauling that thing in on the run. And just showing good instincts off the bat, man. And he took a great route to get there in time. That's pretty special.
Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. And a big swing and a miss. The 1-2. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Slings to first in time. Here's Jahmai Jones. A little bit low, and that is ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Here's a 2-0. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
What a stop. Fires to first, and they get the out. Tigers fail to make any noise, but they're on top 1-0. New inning getting started. Sal Frelick stepping in. You look at where his OPS ranks in the league and think this man's just out here breaking calculators, Singy.
Yeah, it's like he's got cheat codes. Walks, bombs, doubles. He's doing it all.
Verlander back to work. Gets the call. That's strike 1. He's one of the best players in baseball when it comes to scoring runs, Singy. His numbers are good enough to put him in the top 10. Pitchers are running out of ideas. He's slugging like every swing comes with a satisfaction guarantee.
Yeah, and if he's not launching it, he's still getting on base. OPS loves that, and so does his agent.
And the tying run is on base.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to.
Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Tried to check his swing. Appeal to third. No, he held up. And at second. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper.
Not really attacking on the mound in this at bat. All breaking balls. So that makes me think they're not really wanting to challenge him here.
Swing and a miss. Hot shot to third. Throws to first in time. So now with one away and a man at second, here's the left fielder, Blake Perkins. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming around third is Fraley. Throw is offline, and he scores. It's 1-1.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Now inside corner, and that's called a strike. Terang not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge, and the strike call will stand, so they'll lose their first challenge. Tied up here in the early going. Goes down looking. Good challenge. Thought that was a ball, and it's going to stay a strike. No challenges left for them now. Now it's William Contreras.
Yeah, the biggest storyline coming in was just how hot he's been. Haven't seen it yet today, but it's still early, dude. Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way.
Runner takes off, pitch in for a strike. Throws, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, it really doesn't matter what the situation is. When a guy like this gets on first, you know he's going to steal second at some point during the at-bat. Nice job to get in the scoring position. The defense probably knew it was coming, but they just couldn't do anything to stop it.
On the ground, right side. Torres fires over to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even at one apiece. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. Nobody on his team has a better batting average than he does, Siggy. And a strike to Glaber. The 1-2 stays alive. Missed with a changeup, and it's 2-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
This one in the air, center field. Mitchell has a beat on it. One up, one down. It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game. And the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break. You know, his home run numbers in his last 10 games have been really good. He's been a difference maker in their lineup.
Off the mark there. And the count now 2-0.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0. He's put himself in a really good spot.
The 2-1. The other way. And that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. One out. Runner at second. Colt Heath up now for the Tigers. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. One out and a runner at second here in game 1 of this 3-game set. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a ball and 2 strikes. On the ground, right side. A sliding stop. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
You gotta love his hustle down the line to beat the flip to the bag. I mean, there's a lot going on between a first baseman and the pitcher during these plays, and he just kept his head down and beat it out.
Runners at the corners, 1 away. Here in the last half of the third. On the ground, could be 2. Bowers toss to second, return throw to first, got him, double play, and that'll do it. 3 innings complete, all tied 1-1. Back at Comerica Park as we go to the top of the 4th. Jake Bowers up now for the Brewers.
Over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
And ball 1.
Well, these Brewers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
This one popped up. And there's 1 down.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
All tied up, top half of inning number 4.
I just think the lack of drawing any walks is an indication that they need to be a little more selective and less anxious about forcing something to happen.
Here's a 1-1. And there's a ball. Now fly ball to right center. And that quickly 2 away. Next for the Brewers, Garrett Mitchell. He's 0 for 1. Popped up. Jones under it. And that is that. On to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Back here in Detroit, bottom 4, Javier Baez up now for the Tigers. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1. Late with the swing there. On the ground to third. Ground ball right side. Slinging it to first in time.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Jake Rogers digs in now. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. Rogers, 30 years old now. He made his major league debut in 2021, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2016. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Here's a 2-1. Out to short, Hamilton. And that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Well, these Brewers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 2.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game. This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
Two down, nobody on. Swinging a ground ball to first. It short hops him, but a nice pick for out number 3. Halfway home, all even, 1 apiece. Bottom of the inning, now the left fielder, Matt Vierling.
Well, these Tigers doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
2-0. And another ball.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
Payoff pitch. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Fly ball down the line. Frelick after it. Can't get there. This one lands out. Oh, 1 down. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Strike on the outside. And the count 1-2. In the air to left center. Mitchell should have this one. He's got it. Here comes Gleyber Torres. 1 for 2. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw. And it's second. Ground ball left side and foul ball.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Gets a piece and stays alive. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. That one lifted to left. Perkins gets there. He's under it. 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Chop to third. Nice grab to first. It's there, and that's a great play. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Back at Comerica Park. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. Next to hit, Blake Perkins.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Activity in the bullpen. Kyle Finnegan, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Jansen also throwing. 1-1 now. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Swing and a miss. That came out. And that's 4 strikeouts. And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Verlander done in this one. And that was a start he can feel pretty good about. Tie ball game. And new pitcher when we get back. They hand the ball over to a new arm. Brennan Hanafy.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire to give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
Hard hit left side. Slings to first in time. And here's the catcher, William Contreras.
He's been hotter than a car seat in July in Phoenix, but today he's got the AC on blast, Boog. We're not seeing the same mojo in the box, but just takes one swing to get back on track.
That gets down for a hit, and they have their first base runner since the third inning.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw. A tough play, and now there are runners at first and second. Gary Sanchez. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. Two on, two outs.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Now a pop-up on the infield. And that's the third out. Brewers strand a couple. Score remains tied 1-1. Back here in Detroit, bottom of the sixth inning. Colt Keith up now for the Tigers. Check swing called strike. It's a ball and two strikes. Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. And they have their first hit since the third inning. And here comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Kyle Harrison out of the game, and a pretty decent effort out of him. Tie ball game. New arm out of the pen when we get back. DL Hall will take over here. That's in there at the knees for a strike. The Tigers with the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the sixth. That one close, ruled the ball. And now it's even 1-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with two strikes out of the zone.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Keith on at first. Nobody out. This one in the air, center field. Mitchell on the move. Makes the grab.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Go ahead run on base. And now it's Baez. One away, tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. That misses. 2 balls and a strike. High chopper to third. Over to Turang. 1. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Kyle Finnegan taking over on the mound. Finnegan, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, and he works in a slider. That clips the corner. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Hit in the air, center field. Perez in position. 2 up, 2 down. Sal Freeland up now for the Brewers. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Perez settles underneath it, and that is that. So they go quietly there midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. All tied 1-1. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Just missed. And he grounds one to the right side. Bowers, the underhand flip, and it beats him. What a play. All tied up here, the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Slings to first in time. Here's the left fielder, Matt Vierling. Broken bat, and it's popped up. That is the inning. Tigers are shut down there. Still tied 1-1. Kenley Jansen gets the call from the pen. He's been so good against lefties. That one misses, and that's ball one.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
And the 1-0. Line drive, base hit.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases. This is a good situation if you want to try to steal a base. 9-hitter, and you're about to turn this lineup over, so get a little momentum as you turn it over.
The Brewers with the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top of the 8th. Runner takes off, pitching for a strike. Throw bounces, he's safe. It's a stolen base. That was not close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Man at second. Got him looking. So up next, Bryce Turang. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Hamilton leads off second with 1 gone in the inning.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
2-0 the count. Here comes. Up the middle, dives, and keeps it on the infield. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Wow, he did everything he could on that play with the throw from his knee, but the hustle down the line was enough to earn him the infield knock, and that's a great baseball play all the way around.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Two on, 1 out. Runner on the move. Pitch misses. Throw there. Safe. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Next offer in there for a strike. That is strike 2. Slider misses outside. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. McKinstry settles under it. Brings it in. Runner tags for third. In to score from third. They lead it in the eighth. Now here's Jake Bowers. 1 for 3.
Right through there for a strike.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. There's a strike. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Brewers 2 and the Tigers 1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Abner Uribe.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here. No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Now he breaks his bat. Fires to first in time.
Well, as a hitter, it can be kind of tough. You get a hard-throwing reliever that comes in the ball game. You don't know exactly what his pitches are doing, and that clearly blew him up on the hand, sawed off that bat. Tell you what, the bat companies, they're pretty happy when guys like this come in out of the bullpen.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And that misses. And the count is 1-1. Chopped out towards short. Throws to first in time.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And next up for the Tigers, Kerry Carpenter. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. And there's a strike. Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's the challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep both their challenges. Two down, nobody on. That one misses. That's ball 2.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
Fought off foul. a base hit into left. So the tying run reaches with 2 away. Looks like we've got a substitution at first. And coming in is the Tigers pinch runner, Parker Meadows. Opting for a faster runner as they try to tie this thing up. Ball 1, no strikes.
That's a big run over there at first base. He's got some speed. Let's see if they send him.
Just missed. High fly ball, right field. Freeland gets under it. And that will end the inning. One hit, one left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Brewers 2 and the Tigers 1. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Grant Herter.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Gary Sanchez now 0 for 3 in this one. Action in the pen down there. Troy Melton getting loose for A.J. Hinch. The lefty, the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher would play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
This one in the air, center field. McKinstry settles under this one. 1 away. And foul ball. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Swings and misses. 0-2 now.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Luis Rengifo. And this is very likely the last chance he gets to keep his hitting streak alive.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Strike 2. This one belted deep left field on its way and gone. Third home run of the season, and they add on. It's 3-1.
A little more breathing room is always a good thing in baseball, and now they have it. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
That one pushed foul. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the 9th. That misses, and it's 2-1. Challenge from behind the dish here. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Hit on the ground to short. Baez whips it to first on the run. They get the out, and that'll do it. But the Brewers add one with a solo shot. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. This is Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes. Back at Comerica Park. Bottom of the 9th. Wenzel Perez getting ready to hit. Trevor McGill on to try and close it out.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Rip, but it curls foul.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Swings through him for the K. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
One down, base is empty here in the 9th. Late on that fastball.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Perkins settles underneath it, and there's 2 away. So it's their last chance in this one. Now it's the right fielder, Zach McKinstry. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Hammered down the right side, but foul. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. Two down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. McGill is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
And your final 3-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Welcome to the Motor City. This is Comerica Park, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers and the Detroit Tigers. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable, Singy.
Oh, you're not kidding, Boog. Opponents have looked lost against this guy, and the way he's pitching, it doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon.
First pitch coming your way next. And our pitcher in this game, Casey Mize. What do we need to know here?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at bat.
Just about to get started. This is Bryce Terang. And we're underway in Detroit. What a stop. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Joey Ortiz.
And Boog, you and I were talking about him before the game. He's got good speed, and if you watch him in this game, he's that type of guy that's very smart. He doesn't have this just eye-popping speed, but he knows how to use it, and he's very intelligent on the base pass to get to the next base, to get around the bases, and ultimately score runs.
Contreras will handle the catching duties in this one, batting second in today's lineup, and he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. That one inside, look out.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Just underway here in Detroit. On the ground, right side, and that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. There comes the throw, and he's in there. It's a first inning double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
One out, runner at second. Jake Bauers up now for the Brewers. Foul ball there.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Breaking ball, and that got him. Close, but called a ball. Ball one.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. I always talk about it. Get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
Stepping in, Garrett Mitchell. Mitchell in the box here and fouls it off for strike one.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Here's a 1-1. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. One runs in. Throw into third.
Well, he had the opportunity to drive in some runs, and he comes through to break the tie. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Runners in the corners here. One away. Brandon Lockridge digs in now. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Runner takes off. Throw to second. Save! Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Two on, one out. Swing and a miss at a slider.
This is one of those situations where the pitcher may not really want to deal with the guy in the box, and you got to be aware of that. Take your
gap shot, should score at least two. One run across, another comes in to score, and they're up by 4. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double. As they take the lead, 2 runs come in. Hit into center field. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through.
Runner on the move, pitching for a strike. Throw to second, out of bounds, safe.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
Up the middle. Throw to first in time. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Casey Mize is done, and he leaves a runner at third. So we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Troy Melton.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
Joey Ortiz will hit next. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. Two outs and a runner at third here in the second game of the series. Now there's a bullet down the line. And foul ball. That's the third. That'll end the inning after a walk score. But 9 batters hit in the inning. 5 come around to score. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Brewers 5. The Tigers coming to bat. We go to the bottom of the first. And towing the slab, D.L. Hall. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe 2 at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
Gleyber Torres up to the plate. That one fouled hard the other way.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
There's a swing and a drop. And foul ball. Got him looking for the K. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3. And now the Tigers line up for manager A.J. Hinch. Saying they got their work cut out for them, down a busload already in this one.
And a manager does not want to see his hitters going to the plate swinging like it's a home run derby. He wants hitters to put together quality at bats, play the game that you've been playing and that you've been taught to play with this organization, and go out there and move the line. If you do that, you're going to score some runs. Maybe you don't win this ball game, but at least you have some momentum to carry into the next one.
That's a strike. Here comes the 0-1. To third, slides for the stop, fires to first. Nicely done for the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
2 outs, base is empty. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Dylan Dingler. Didn't play in the day game yesterday, so he should be fresh for this one. Check swing called strike, and it's 1-1. Just missed.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Into left center for a base hit. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in, and he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
And that one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Well, here's a chance right here for one of the better hitters on this roster to get him on the board in the first, thanks to the 3-hole hitter extending the inning.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Here comes Dingler around third. The tag is safe. It's 5-1.
Right there does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Here's Riley Green. Didn't play in last night's game. A little breather for him. Carpenter, the runner at first with 2 gone. On the inside corner for called strike 3. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 5-1 ball game. This is Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes. Top of the second. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Bryce Terang. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
High fly ball out to center field. Perez under it, and there's 1 down. And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. That's smacked on a line to center. He's got it. 2 down. Two down, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Jake Bowers. Foul ball. The 0-1 on the ground, right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They lead this one, though. Back here in Detroit, we head to the bottom of the second. Jahmai Jones up now for the Tigers. Outside low, ball 1. Ripped to third. Gets it to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Yeah, that drops in for a strike. Javi Baez, like fellow Puerto Rican Francisco Lindor, born in Puerto Rico, but was drafted in the first round out of high school in Florida. Our umpire for this one, Freddie Ferguson, a consistent umpire by all accounts.
Yeah, I think the book on him is that he's not necessarily by the book with his strike zone, but once you figure out where he's calling strikes, you can pretty much count on him to stay with that throughout the game.
Out towards right center field. Mitchell on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. So digging in, Wenzel Perez. Drove in their only run in last night's game. Outside with a breaking ball. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. That is the inning. Back at Comerica Park. New inning getting started. Gary Sanchez up now for the Brewers. Fly ball to right. McKinstry settles underneath it and makes the grab. And there's 1 down. In the air to left center. Green takes it in for the out. And there are 2 outs. Next for the Brewers, Brandon Lockridge. He drove in 2 with a double his first time up. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
2 down, nobody on. Pitch misses, and the count 1-2. Got him. 3rd out. Nobody left for Milwaukee. They're up 5-1. Back here in Detroit as we go to the last of the 3rd. Zach McKinstry up now for the Tigers.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
That's in for a strike, a slider. The wide, the kick, and the 1-2. Fights it off. You'll see another. One, two now. This one pops straight up near the plate. Contreras takes it in for the out. 1 down.
Well, it's clear they're struggling with pitch selection today. Swinging it off-speed stuff off the plate. They need to be more patient and wait for the right pitch, not just the next pitch.
There's a strike. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
In the air, right field. 2 down. Here comes Torque to the plate. 0 for 1 so far. That one ripped left field. Back there. And he brings it into the warning track. Tigers are shut down there. They're down 5-1. On to extra innings. Sal Frelick up now. War doesn't lie, and this guy's value shows up everywhere, including on this graphic.
Yeah, Boogie affects every phase of the game. You got to have a guy like this on your roster.
It's more than the box score. He shifts the momentum.
Yeah, and that's what makes him elite. Never know when his impact will show up, but it always does.
That's out to center field. That's a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the first inning.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around. Well, these Brewers doing a good job at the plate with runners on base, and that can be a key difference maker in the game. They put a bunch of runs on the board, thanks in large part to 4 hits with runners in scoring position.
Runner on the go. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
Man at second. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul.
On top of that, they haven't left many guys on base, so they've been efficient getting runners on and finding ways to bring them home.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That one missed. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Top half of inning number 4. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Joey Ortiz now at the plate. First time up, he grounded to third. Pickoff throw, and he's back safely. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. And forget it. A 3-run dinger. And they add to their lead. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. His bat looks like it's in the zone for such a long time, and that gives him the ability to get barrel on it and hit the ball out to any part of the park.
Here's your 1. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
At the plate, William Contreras. Terang gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. Now a check on him at second, back safely. Ball on a strike. Runner goes again. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
Well, sometimes stealing third base can be tough, especially if that shortstop or second baseman are making some noises, moving towards the back, try to make you think that you've got to stay close. But they didn't do a very good job of that. Got a comfortable lead, got a great jump, and that's how you steal third base.
So up next, Jake Bauers. He's 0 for 1. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Now a pop-up on the infield. Jones has a beat on it. He makes the grab, and there are 2 down. Oh, great stop. Throw to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning. The Brewers add 3 on this blast. Still a lopsided affair at 8-1 now. Bottom 4. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Dylan Dingler. Just missed.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
That one ripped, but foul. The 1-1.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
The 2-1. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And here comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. DL Hall is done. And that's an excellent job from the reliever in the starting role today. Gave him some length. Back with a new arm after this. Here comes the new arm for the Brewers, Chad Patrick. This is his 5th appearance of the year. Check swing, went around. Strike 1. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Patrick, a righty that throws with power. He throws a cutter, a sinker, a four-seamer, a changeup, and he works in a slider. The 0-2. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. He'll take a trot around the bases. And they cut into the deficit. That one just sounded different.
And it might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
Let's take another look at it, but this time with the help of StatCast.
Oh, this would have to get out of here.
Digging in, Riley Green. Clips the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
On the ground. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make the play when it's ripped like that. And you can feel this crowd waking up a bit here as the guys are starting to make some noise with their bats.
Jones in the box now, takes strike one. That clips the corner. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it'd be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Still only 1 out here in the inning. On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. Now 2 out. Next to hit, Wenzel Perez. He popped out to the catcher his first time up. Swing and a pop-up. Ortiz under it. And that is that. Detroit adds 2 on this homer. It's now 8-3. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Tyler Holton. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Well, these Brewers really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
This one in the air center field. Brings it in, and there's 1 down.
Obviously, this type of run production isn't exactly sustainable game to game, but it's a good sign that a lot of hard work's been paying off.
Out towards right center field. McKinstry coming on. Pulls it down, and there are 2 away. Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
And that's downstairs. And that is ball 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Brennan Hanafy, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. And another ball. That one misses. Ball 3. In the zone for a strike. That was the sweeper. Draws the walk there.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Freeland leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Fouled off left side. Runner takes off, and that's where the swing. It's a strikeout. Milwaukee leads 1, but they lead at 8-3. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Nobody on the team has more stolen bases than he does this season, Chris. Swing and a foul out of play.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Oh, 2 now. Got him. 1 away. Hard hit right side. On to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. Now the number 2 hitter, Spencer Torkelson. Swing and a ground ball. Throw over to Bowers. That ends the frame. Tigers fail to make any noise. Can't chip away at an 8-3 deficit. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far. And now, Joey Ortiz. That one found hard the other way. The 1-2. Started to go after it. Now a look down to first. Didn't go. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. So now back to the top of the order.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Fastball for a strike. Oh, 1 now. In the air, center field. Perez under this one. 1 away. One out, man at first. Here's the Brewers catcher now, William Contreras. 1 for 3. Runner takes off. Pitches low. Throw. Save.
Well, he's really showing us the dynamic skill set he brings to the field on this one. Homered earlier, now he swipes second, showing off the speed. Really fun to watch him play the game.
One out and a runner at second, and we're in the top half of the 6th. This one chopped to first, and that's a foul ball. Man at second. High fly ball, right field. Takes it in for the out. Here's A.J. Hinch heading towards the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change. So the Tigers get a new arm from the pen, Brennan Hanafy.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. That one way inside. Man on second, 2 down. Right side. Torres handles to first, and that will end the inning. It's the Brewers 8. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And first offering is fouled off.
Nope, ball. That's the ball.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Struck him out looking. The Brewers leading by 5 here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Here's the left fielder, Riley Green, 1 for 2. Chop to third. Hamilton tosses to first. Yeah, they get the out. Runner at second, 2 down. He swings and fouls one off. Swing and he popped it up. Hamilton should have this one. And the inning is over. It's the Brewers 8 and the Tigers 3. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Slapped hard the other way, but foul.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Hannafy, in his second season, he features a sinker, a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup. Activity in the bullpen for Detroit. Kyle Finnegan appears to be getting loose.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Out to short. Baez fires over to first. That's the first out in the top of the 7th. Outside, and it's 1-0.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Here's a 2-2. On the ground to third. Throw on to Torkelson, and 2 away to start the 7th. Here's A.J. Hinch heading towards the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change right here. Brennan Hannafy won't go any. So they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, Kyle Finnegan.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
2 outs, base is empty. Brandon Lockridge getting ready to hit. Line drive. Brings it in. And that is that. No runs, no hit. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. And first offering is fouled off. Hard hit left side. Throw over to Bowers, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. The Brewers leading by 5 here at the bottom of the 7th. Cracks his bat and pops him up. 2 away. And next up for the Tigers, Zach McKinstry. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Two down, nobody on. This one in the air, center field. And that is that. It's the Brewers 8 and the Tigers 3. Back at Comerica Park, leading off, Sal Frelick. That finds the mark on the inside corner. Tigers bullpen with some action. Kenley Jansen getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow left field. 1 up, 1 down. Finnegan, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, and he works in a slider. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a ball and 2 strikes.
That's the ball.
Short hop liner handled it short, and they get the out. Two down, bases empty. Next for Milwaukee, Joey Ortiz. He's already homered here in this one. Fly ball down the line, and that drops foul. Two down, nobody on. Here's a 1-1. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Got him on the off-balance throw. Inning over. It's the Brewers 8 and the Tigers 3. Back here in Detroit, and here's the Tiger leadoff man, Gleyber Torres. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat, as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. In the air, left field. Lockridge settles under. And a quick out, number 1.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
And that's a strikeout looking. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well, I think that was just a case of a hitter quitting on a pitch. He was looking fastball and didn't see it out of the hand and just left the bat on his shoulder. That was a changeup right over the plate. Probably not the location he was looking for, but the change of speeds is what fooled him, and he got the out.
Now a screamer into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Now here is Kerry Carpenter. Smoked on the ground a second. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. It's the Brewers 8 and the Tigers 3. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Kenley Jansen. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. So back to the top of the order. Now it's the second baseman, Bryce Terang.
Right through there for a strike.
Here's a 1-1. No question about this one. It's out of here. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they tack one on the board. It's 9-3.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter.
So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation in the ball, get out of the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
The 0-1. Torres fires over to first. Now one gone in the 9th. And here is Jake Bauers. 0 for 3 in this one. And it's fouled off. The 0-1. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. That's towards center. Perez under it. Out. Number 2. This one in the air, center field. Perez on his way over. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. The Brewers had 3 on this blast. It's now a 9-3 ball game. You're watching Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot. Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Now all even up. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 3-2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Three balls, 2 strikes the count. Swings and misses. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
And that's in there for strike 1. Strike on the inside corner.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
That misses. Ball 1. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Just 1 out remaining for the Tigers. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Baez. Right through there for a strike. And a foul ball. This could end it.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this team was ready from the first pitch of the ball game, swinging the bats, scoring runs, just very aggressive. I feel like they set the tone, and that tone created a momentum that took them all the way to the finish line. Nice win today.
9-3 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. From the home of the Tigers since 2000, Comerica Park here in the Motor City. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Milwaukee Brewers and the Detroit Tigers. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the Bruins to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. And taking the ball for Detroit, Tarek Skubal, #1 in the league in strikeouts, Singy.
Yeah, that swing and miss pitch is next level, Boog. The ball just jumps out of his hand late.
It's not just power, it's precision. Every pitch has intent.
Yeah, and I'd say every start has entertainment value as well. You can't look away when he's on the mound.
Brandon Lockridge leading things off and takes a strike. Oh, 0-1 now. If you replaced him, you'd need 3 players, a lucky rabbit's foot, and a small miracle.
And even then, you're probably still trailing in the 7th.
Got him. 1 out in the top of the first. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. They're facing a guy today who is a strike thrower. Doesn't issue a lot of walks, so they're going to have to work hard to generate base runners.
And when you've got a strike thrower like this guy on the mound, you can't be overly patient as a hitter because the umpire is generally going to give him the benefit of the doubt. So you got to go up there, understand what's in his repertoire, be aggressive in what you can handle. And you get 3 swings, why not take all 3 of them? With his control and command, he's going to be in the strike zone.
Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike 2. Skubal with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
One out, runner at second. William Contreras up now for the Brewers. 2 for 8 in the series so far.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or 2 of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
One out and a runner at second here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Laser to the gap, should score the run. Coming home. He'll score and the Brewers take the lead. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Siggy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
Runner at second here, 1 gone. And there's a foul ball. The 1-1. And that one ripped to left. That's a base hit. Throw into third. Safe. He beats it. And here is Luis Matos.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got one run in. You got to try to get another one or maybe two.
Two on, one out. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Base hit and a run in to score.
Comes through with the RBI. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
And the 0-1. Skubal, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this.
Yeah, if you're good, put hitters away.
Next offering is fouled back. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Comes a 2-2. Grounder off the pitcher. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory, average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
So they're all loaded up. Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. Golden opportunity right.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Bases loaded. One away. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Who can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. That when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Fought off foul. Laboring here, about to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Driving that run, you may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ballgame.
Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3 on to the bottom of the 1st. It's the Brewers 2 and the Tigers nothing. This is Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes. Back here in Detroit and taking the ball for Milwaukee, Brandon Sproat. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
Gleyber Torres up now for the Tigers. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 0-2. Caught him looking for the K. And now the Tigers line up for manager A.J. Hinch. And a big factor for them in recent games, Gleyber Torres.
He's been a solid force for his team right now. Kind of a fire starter when you consider an on-base percentage over 400 over the last 10 games. That's solid, consistent work. He's making things happen for this offense right now.
That's in for a strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. This one spokes, could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a double.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to follow. So many positives that led to that knock.
One down. Kerry Carpenter, the next to hit, collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. In the air to left center. Lockridge under it. Out number 2. And that one off the outside edge. Runner at second, 2 down. Check swing called strike. And the count even at 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Had him way out front of the slur. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. We move on to the second here at Comerica. It's the Brewers 2 and the Tigers nothing. Back at Comerica Park. On now to the top half of inning number 2. David Hamilton up now for the Brewers. And that's in for a strike.
goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Breaking ball misses down and away. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Oh, it's a pretty nasty curveball right there, and the hitter didn't look comfortable at all. Clearly fooled. Tried to check his swing and went around, but it had been called a third strike anyhow. That's how dirty it was. Nice pitch for the punch out.
Didn't recognize off speed. Thought it was fastball. A little bit out in front.
Jackknifes out of the way. High fly ball out towards left center. And there are 2 outs. This is Bryce Terang. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
2 down, nobody on.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at-bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Hit hard but foul off to the left. And downstairs, William Contreras in the Milwaukee on deck circle. Payoff pitch. That one lifted to left. And that is that. Nothing across here this half. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Brewers 2 and the Tigers nothing. You're watching Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes. We head to the bottom of the second. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Dylan Dingler.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That one in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Nice grab over to first, and very nicely done for the out. The 0-1. That drops in for a strike. Battling here as he fouls it away. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hammered, base hit. He forced a lot of pitches to be thrown and ends up collecting a hit. Now it's Javier Baez. Baez working through some struggles lately.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Oh, 0-2 now. Stays alive. And the 0-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Up the middle. Base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect me for a double play in this spot.
Runners at first and second with one gone at bottom half of inning number 2. Strike 2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Way back there, it's got a chance. And he brings it into the warning track. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away. So digging in, Kevin McGonigal. Tap foul at the plate. Here's something to watch, Singy. He's got the best OPS on the team. He can hurt you. That's to third. Play made. That ends the inning. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. We played 2 full. It's the Brewers 2 and the Tigers nothing. Back here in Detroit, William Contreras. Top 5 at batting average. It has been a nightmare for pitchers this season, Singy.
Yeah, the swing is simple, Boog. Repeatable and deadly. Remarkable consistency.
Every at bat looks competitive, Singy.
Yeah, and he's done an excellent job taking advantage of mistake pitches too. Produces game after game no matter who's on the mound.
Now one missed. Slapped foul. Here's a 2-1. Breaking ball misses down and away. Three-two now. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. I really like the approach to that swing. That was a good changeup on the corner, but he recognized it early, did get jumpy, and just smacked it to the opposite field. Well, these Brewers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
The 1-0. Right through there for a strike. He's been one of the best players in the league at driving in runs, Singy. His RBI numbers are good enough to be top 5 in all of baseball. Oh, look at the stop. There's 1. And 2. Off the play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Base is empty after the double play. Luis Matos will hit next.
Like I said, his pitch count is high, so I got to expect they'll be turning to their bullpen sooner than they had hoped.
Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient. He's going to need to get some quick outs. If he's... Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the Yankees. First pitch misses. Popped up. And there's 1 down.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
The 1-0. Hard liner. That's a base hit. And that's a 1-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Next to hit, Kerry Carpenter. Clips the corner, 0-1. That one is absolutely belted. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double. So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Second and third, 1 away. Here in the last half of the third. Right side, hard hit. Rengifo takes it to the bag. Now 2 away.
Well, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Swing and a drive. Deep left field. Carrying well. Onto the bullpen. Roof and gone. See ya. A 3-run dinger. Third home run of the season. And it gives them the lead in the third. It's 3-2.
His confidence is through the roof with the way he's been swinging it lately. He's on a really good run.
So 2 down. Colt Pete now at the plate. That's ripped into the outfield. That is the inning. 3-run shot for the Tigers. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back at Comerica Park. New inning getting started. Blake Perkins up now for the Brewers. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. And the tying run is on base.
Definitely found a perfect spot. Those can be hard sometimes. We talked about in left field. You're kind of anticipating cheating in for a ball. Hit something like that you can rob a little soft flare in front of you. But perfectly placed, so you reward the hitter with it.
Runner takes off. Strike in there. Throw safe. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Now a check on him at second. Back safely. Man at second. And the count 1-2.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Now, when you follow up a triple-digit fastball with a nasty changeup, pretty much every time the hitter's going to be in trouble. That was the plan, get him to sit dead red on the fastball and then just make him look foolish with the off-speed stuff.
On the ground right side, and that's just foul. The 0-1. Fouled off. He was late.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But some way, somehow, climb back into this at bat through the count.
One-two. Throw on to Torkelson. 2 away. Up now for Milwaukee, David Hamilton. He's 0 for 1.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head. The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Tying run in scoring position. Top half of inning number 4. Two down. Got him swinging. Back here in Detroit, ready to go. Bottom 4. Javier Baez up now for the Tigers. They turn things over to the southpaw, Aaron Ashby.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Well, these Tigers doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. The 0-2. And ball one. It's through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here's the 0-1. Ground ball up the middle. The flip. There's one to first. Not in time. Great effort there. One out man at first. Now the third baseman, Kevin McGonigal. In the dirt. And now a man into scoring position. The lefty, the 1-0. And that one clips the corner. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. To the right side. Oh, what a stop. Throws from his knees. And that's a great play for the out.
Well, with the runner in scoring position right there on second base, that dive prevents a run, but on top of it, you get it out. I'd be happy with just preventing a run. Nice job right there.
Swing and a foul out of play. 2 outs with a runner at third. Gets a piece and stays alive. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Here's the 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Meadows on third with 2 out. And down on strikes. And that'll do it. One left for Detroit, but they still lead at 3-2. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Brandon Lockridge.
Well, these Brewers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. One challenge remaining for them now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 1-2 now. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Pretty good changeup on the outside corner, but he did exactly what you're supposed to do with that pitch. see it deep and keep your hands inside it to drive it the other way.
And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Tigers bullpen with some action. Grant Herter, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Hannafy getting loose as well. Next offering misses. 3-1 now.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think of. Good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Ground ball right side. Throw on to Torkelson. 1 away here in the 5th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Here's A.J. Hinch heading towards the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change right here. Tarek Skubal out of the game. Gave him a good effort as he exits with a lead. And we'll have a new pitcher when we come back. New pitcher for the Tigers, Grant Herter.
Well, with the runner at third and less than 2 outs, he's coming in looking for strikeouts right here. Ball's put in play, give him a good chance at bringing home that run.
High leverage spot, and William Contreras digging in. One away with a runner at third, and we're in the top of the 5th. That one almost got him. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Smoked on the ground a second. Throw on to Torkelson, but the game is tied as the run comes in.
Oh, that's a productive at bat right there. I'm sure he wanted a knock, but puts the ball in play, brings that run in from third, ties up the ball game.
Liner to second and picked on the hop. Fires to first, and they get the out. Home half of the 5th coming up. All tied up at 3 apiece. Thanks for tuning in. Sweep warning, Singy. Sweep warning.
Not so fast, though. Seeing quite the battle so far. It's always toughest to close out a series because pride kicks in on the other side.
Green leading things off and takes a strike. That just misses. Ball 1. Ripped to third and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Outside low. 3-2 now. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. Go ahead run on base. Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run. Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to finish off this hitter.
On the ground to second, might be two. There's one. On to first, double play.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moments so far. New pitcher for the Tigers, Brennan Hanafy. He's been someone, at least in the early going, that they've leaned on. Stepping in, Luis Matos.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
No, that's down.
On the ground right side, but it kicks foul. That's smashed towards center. And there's one down. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. All tied up, and we're the top half of the sixth. One, two now. That to right. Carpenter under this one. 2 up, 2 down. And here's the first baseman, Luis Rengifo. Two down, nobody on. That one ripped left field. Carrying well. Out of here. Into the visitors' bullpen. A solo shot. His 4th home run of the season. And the Brewers have the lead. It's 4-3.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball. Excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
comes up empty. That's strike two.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count.
It's now a 4-3 ball game. Back at Comerica Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Colt Heath up now for the Tigers.
This game, tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of them right here to get some critical outs.
That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. And man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy two. Here's Ortiz for one. A sensational double play.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Base is empty after the double play. Parker Meadows digs in now. Just missed. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch. Tigers fail to make any noise. Still down a run. It's 4-3. So the Tigers get a new arm from the pen, Tyler Holton.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Well struck right field. That one hops against the fence. And it's a leadoff double to start the 7th.
A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the top half of inning number 7. He's trying for third. That's in for a strike. Throw to third. He's safe.
Wow, that's a pretty elite throwing arm right there from the catcher spot. Pretty daring for him to try to steal third right there, but he gets the bag. Maybe the element of surprise was what came in because he's not used to guys running on him, and right there, stealing third base probably caught him off guard a little bit.
Hamilton, the lone runner, stands at third with nobody out. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners if they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And a 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Another 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Oh, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
Fights it off, he'll see another. In the dirt, 2-2. Stays alive. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
And here is Bryce Terrain. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Couldn't have picked a better pitch to go on. It looked like he was going no matter what, but you steal bases so many times off the pitcher. You get that jump there, and if the catcher's great, he can make up the time, but if you've got good speed, he's not going to make it up.
Man at second. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with 1 out. And now it's William Contreras.
You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want.
Yeah, a foul ball. The next pitch misses. Ball 3.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with the middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find.
In the air to left center. Meadows moving under it. He makes the grab. Runner tags for home. He scores on the sac fly, and they take a 3-run lead.
They had a chance to add to their lead right there, and they did with the sac fly. Nice job of getting it done. Really good execution with that at bat.
That one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 0-2. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Gotta love the resiliency shown in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Now at the plate, Luis Matos. The 0-1. This one in the air, center field. Meadows should have this one. And that is that. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Brewers 6 and the Tigers 3. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. And he grounds one to the right side. Rengifo steps on the bag. 1 pitch and 1 out. Little chopper rolls foul. Swing and a ground ball. Throws to first in time.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Here's Riley Green. Outside low. Ball 1. And that one fouled off. Priester, 25 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Lockridge under it, and that is that. Nothing doing here this half. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Brewers 6 and the Tigers 3. Kenley Jansen takes over on the mound.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And the 1-0. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. And now the first baseman, Luis Rengifo. He had a big swing back in the 6th. The solo shot that figures into this game in a pretty big way right now.
Yeah, that was a big swing of the bat, and he's going to be looking for more, trying to add on to this lead right here.
Activity in the bullpen for Detroit. Will Vest, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Runner on the move. And that one wrapped foul. Here's the 0-2. Ouch, that one drilled him. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third. Too late. Save. Double steal.
I think he surprised everyone in the ballpark, and especially the pitcher. It wasn't a great lead there, but when he took off, I think he caught him off guard. Nice job to get to third.
Gets him to chase after that one. The Brewers trying to break this one open. And we're at the top of the 8th. The 1-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first, and that is a big first out.
It's such a great feeling when a team can rely on their shortstop to make a play like that. It builds up confidence for everyone on his team. It might even inspire a few more rep gyms before the game is over.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Baez fires over to first. 2 gone now. Back to the top of the order. Next for the Brewers, Brandon Lockridge. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely they'll score 2. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. 1 run is in. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Safe at second with a stolen base. Singy, the best way to catch this guy might be on replay.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the only way to catch him, Boog. I mean, you see that sprint speed on StatCast right there. It's elite, and just makes it very tough on the defense. A lot of pressure on those guys.
2 on, 2 outs. Left field, way back there. That's got a chance. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double as they score a pair on the play.
These are the best kind of automatic doubles for an offense. Everyone scores on the play, and they still have a runner in scoring position. And they pitched to him with the base open at first, maybe regretting that a bit.
So they turn to their closer, Will Vest.
Well, he hasn't pitched in a while, coming on here after 5 days rest, so he should be rested, but we'll see if he has any rust to shake off.
Man at second here with 2 away. William Contreras up now for the Brewers. And first offering is fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a pop-up. And that is that. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Brewers 9 and the Tigers 3. This is Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
Well, I thought that these guys were going to have a very difficult time to be able to regroup after each pitch and be ready to execute some type of plan at the plate, and even for pitchers on the mound.
Right through there for a strike. One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport. These are the elite players, and so they adjust, and they've done a great job adjusting.
Absolutely, and just you tip your cap to these guys because not an easy adjustment, but they look like they've been doing it their entire lives.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And aboard on the leadoff single. That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall.
Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Hard hit right side. Rengifo takes it himself. 1 pitch and 1 out. Runners at second and third and 1 out. Colt Heath up now for the Tigers. Base hit. One run is in. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only one away. In the air, left field. Lockridge in position and makes the grab. Runner tags from third. He's in on the sacrifice fly. It's 9-5.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
So up next, Parker Meadows. Close, but called a ball. And that is ball one. Challenge from behind the dish here. And on further review, it was a strike. Still 2 challenges left for them. Foul ball. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Brewers 9 and the Tigers 5. Back here in Detroit, now the Brewers cleanup hitter, Gary Sanchez. The 1-0.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Off the mark there. 3 balls, no strikes. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Hopefully he figures it out on the mound because they're running out of arms in that bullpen.
In the air, right field, Carpenter moving under this one. And there's one down. One out man at first. Next for Milwaukee, Blake Perkins. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Sanchez leads off first with 1 away.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
The 0-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Next pitch is outside. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. On a line out towards center. Base hit. And out to a board. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Joey Ortiz getting ready to hit. 0 for 4 with 3 ground outs and a flyout. Just missed. Just off the inside edge.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Now fly ball to right center. Carpenter settles underneath it. And that's the 3rd out. Brewers strand a couple. Back at Comerica Park. Here's the 3rd baseman, Kevin McGonigal. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So now back to the top of the order. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Quinn Priester won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Grant Anderson comes on now. This is his 3rd time out this year. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
That one close, ruled the ball. And the count even 1-1. Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And now Riley Green. High fly ball out towards left field. That one carrying. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. The 2-run shot. It's his 6th home run of the season. And they cut into the lead. It's 9-7. This crowd has really come alive. This place is loud. Here at the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Terry Carpenter up now for the Tigers.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that is foul.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
1 down, base is empty here in the 9th. Ripped on the ground to second. Terang over to first in time. Just 1 out remaining for the Tigers.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Anderson going for save number 1 in this spot. And that's in for a strike. That was the sweeper, but it missed.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
The Brewers trying to close out a 2-run lead. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And it remains 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 2-2. And there's a ball.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. And there's ball 4. And now from the tying run to the plate. Here's the catcher, Dylan Dingley. He's already homered in this game. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Brant Anderson done for the afternoon. 2-1 ball game as he heads. Trevor McGill on to try and close it out.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
There's a strike.
Power relievers one after another come out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Lockridge on the move. Makes the catch. Ball game. And the Brewers come in here and finish off a 3-game sweep.
Well, we saw both teams come ready to swing it in this one, and they found a lot of success. Couple of touchdowns up on the board today. Pretty amazing. And it turned out to be a close one, considering all the runs put up. Really wild.
And 9-7 is the final here in this one. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.